team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Mids offense will get the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment. And getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that,
breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team, you get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Run it with the fullback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Good timing on the quick out. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. To the air. It's Carr. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels. And
oh, he's got, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do that, you change the whole offensive philosophy. When I'm getting tackles for losses and I'm getting you behind the sticks, I get to have even more fun and get after your quarterback and play the pass and not have to worry about the run.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He's going for a big play downfield. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Uncorks it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. He'll do it himself. Quick toss. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Navy now facing 3rd and short. To throw, it's Horvath. Quickly complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd.
There he goes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Love. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The play action fake. Complete in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Price. Got some room into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Horvath. They get to him as he throws. Found a save. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Boy, and last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling come-from-behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, made them even harder to stop in Europe.
yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 6. Touchdown, midshipman. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the right. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got his man out of the backfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he crushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He's looking deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost... saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's locked. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Navy offense. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Floats it out in space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against. Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass the 30. It's a seam walk. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, it's Hodges. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Navy will go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the air, it's Horvat. The screen, and watch out. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to take a shot, and the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he'll hurl it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hodges. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. From the gun, the ground game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give on the inside. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. will jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Now on the move. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Got a man. It's Kent. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the 1st.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll go to the fullback. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. They bring the punter onto the field now. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Runs through the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wildcat look didn't get much. Pick up a few on that one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality?
There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
But I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Here comes the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Duke. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Hard running there. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Now on the option. He'll toss it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short.
How about that, man? 3rd and long. You know what I'm going to run? Let's see. Long pass, go route. No, we're going to run the option and try to catch him off guard. And I think they do a little bit, but the defense does a nice job rallying and getting to the play and getting to the pitch man before he gets to the sticks.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And as he throws, incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Looking to pass, it's Horvath. Under fire. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of